Okay, so good morning, class, and welcome to the session. And let's get started. Some time. Okay, guys. So can we get started? Guys, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's try doing a logistic regression. And it has lots of logistic regression has been discussed in length in your Python. So the theory part is still remains the same. But let me do one small quick revision for let's say 15-20 minutes of logistic regression and the confusion matrix. And probably I'll not do the revision. I'll ask the question and revision would be on the little different way. So logistic regression. So logistic regression, it works on what? It works on what logic or the principle? Can I have an answer? It works on which concept? Okay, so no answer.
Probability.
So yeah, probability of odds. Okay, so probability of odds, and then you have this curve. Okay. This is 0.5, and then 1, and then you have your. So this is moving towards your minus infinity. This is moving towards your plus infinity. This is known as your sigmoid curve. So probability of odd means P plus Q is equal to 1, where P is probability of event 1 and Q is probability of event 0. P plus Q is equal to 1. Okay. So now let's build our confusion matrix. Let's put some numbers. Okay. So let me call out some name. Kalpesh, can you label all these numbers as true, negative, true, positive, false, negative, false, positive? Kalpesh, this question is to you.
Yes, sir.
So 350 is?
350 is true positive.
True positive. Okay.
No. True negative.
Soch lo. True negative, okay. Then 480.
So 480
True positive.
true positive.
No, see, सिर्फ कल्पेश को बोलने दो guys. Don't help him, or rather don't help anyone as of now. जब question पूछा तो help की जरूरत नहीं, उससे पहले help कर लेता है ना. 60
is false positive.
Okay.
And this one is false negative.
Okay, so I think he has done it right. So true negative, true positive, false positive, and false negative. ठीक है. Kalpesh, go on mute, please. Okay. Bhupesh, can you hear me? Bhupesh Solanki.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the confusion matrix is in front of you. From top, you see your predicted. From left to right, you see your actuals. You know? So be unmuted, Bhupesh. You know? So we will talk for a few minutes. So from top, you see your predicted. From left to right, you see your actual. So tell me, what is the precision over here? You need to tell me what value would be in numerator, what value would be in denominator.
Sir, for class 1.
Tell me precision. Yes, so precision normally we are referring for class 1 only.
Okay, sir. TP upon TP plus FP. Yes, sir. TP upon TP plus FP.
So talk in terms of numbers. So which number would be in numerator?
Sir, 480 numerator and denominator of 480 plus 60.
480 plus 60, so that becomes your 540. Okay, fair enough. And if you multiply it 100, you get answer
percentage.
Okay, fair enough. So Kalpe, let me take name of another next person. Or कौन है? Shushant Patnaik. Shushant, can you hear me? So precision formula is basically true positive upon true positive plus false positive, and if you multiply it by 100, obviously you get answer in percentage. So anyone, so Dhruv, can you unmute please?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Dhruv, tell me what would be the TPR over here? What would be the TPR over here, Dhruv? Which number divided by which number?
FP divided by TP plus FP.
So talk in terms of numbers.
60 on numerator plus 480 plus 60.
Are you sure?
I think so.
Okay. Class, do you agree with Dhruv?
No, sir.
So see, Dhruv, people are not agreeing to you. Okay. Anyone else who would like to go for this answer? What would be the TPR over here?
TPR means true positive ratio. Here we are checking the performance of class 1. And the formula is TP divided by TP plus FN.
Yes. TPR formula is TP upon TP plus FN. So talk in terms of numbers. So कौन से numbers ऊपर आएंगे, कौन से नीचे आएंगे?
480
divided by 480 plus 30.
Yes, 480 divided by 480 plus 30. So for TPR, you take these two numbers. For precision, you take these two numbers. इतना ही याद कर लो तो life simple हो जाएगी. And numerator is same for both of them. Numerator is same, that is your true positive. Denominator changes. Okay, so fair enough. Precision TPR. Now let me go to the next person. Kalpesh, can you tell me what would be the FPR over here, please?
Sir, FPR is FP upon FP plus true negative.
Okay, talk in terms of numbers. कौन सा number ऊपर आएगा, कौन सा नीचे?
Okay, 60 upon 60 plus true negative, that is 350 plus 350.
Yes. Multiplied by 100, you get answer percentage. So FPR is false positive upon false positive plus
true negative.
Plus true negative. False positive on false positive plus true negative. So 60 upon 60 plus 350. So higher the TPR, better is the model. Higher the accuracy, better is the model. Higher the precision, better is the model. But lower the FPR, better is the model. Lower the FPR, better is the model. And then similarly, so Dhruv, please do a revision. Hai na? If you are not able to tell the formula correctly for TPR, then it means there is some more practice needed. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now let's talk about F1 ratio. So F1 is 2 into precision into recall divided by precision plus recall, and obviously multiplied by 100. You get answer in percentage. Then, acha, let me talk to someone else. और कौन बच गया है? Siddharth, can you unmute please? Okay, so be unmuted for some time, Siddharth. Let's talk. So if I want to build a AU ROC curve, then what should be there on my x-axis? What should be there on my y-axis?
Sir, on y-axis, it would be FPR. And on x-axis, it would be TPR.
On x-axis, it would be TPR. And on y-axis, it would be FPR. Okay. Guys, do you agree with it? Class?
No. No, sir.
Okay. See, people are not agreeing to this point. अब क्या करें? Siddharth,
Yes, sir.
how is it possible कि exact उल्टा answer दिया है तुमने?
Yes, sir. I get little confused by it. It would be TP on Y and FP.
Okay, see, and see, basically this happens when probably people ignore some part of my theory. जब मैं theory cover करता हूँ ना तो उसका probably focus on the theory is very important. And remember, before talking about AUROC and directly TPR, FPR, I would have taken an example of what are the two main aims when you do the investment. याद आता है? दो main aim क्या थे? One was your high return, or I will say one was your return. Basic aim to return है. You always want a high return, but at the same time you want low risk. So whichever, and now I had built the connection, whichever. So for example, let's say your target variable takes two values, either yes or no. So whether you pass in exam or whether you fail in exam. So yes stands for passing and no stands for failing. And whichever class is more important, तुम उसको 1 mark करते हो. And whichever is less important, you mark it as 0. So if you want, you can mark yes as 0 also. If you want, you can mark no as 1 also. But you will decide कि मेरा 1 क्या होगा, मेरा 0 क्या होगा. So whichever is your main aim, that would always come on your y-axis, because your main aim will depend upon some conditions. So over here, return is my main aim. So return will come on my y-axis and risk will come on my x-axis. So मेरा main aim क्या है? TPR. I want to have a high TPR. But at the same time, I want low risk or low FPR. अगर तुमने वो चीज याद है तो तुम कभी कंफ्यूज ही नहीं होगे कि on y-axis पे क्या आएगा. Whichever is your main class, that is taken as 1 and TPR is mapped to your class 1. Okay, I hope you again you remember this part. So TPR on your x-axis and FPR on your x-axis.
X-axis.
My main aim is not high. My main aim is not low FPR. My main aim is I want high TPR. Because जो मेरा more significant class था, मैंने उसको 1 mark किया है. But when I try to increase TPR, probably FPR will also increase, because you cannot control everything. It's a give and take policy. If you try to achieve one, you have to do a compromise on another. Okay. तो कंफ्यूजन मैट्रिक्स से रिलेटेड जो एक सेशन रहा होगा, प्लीज एक बार उसके वीडियो को देखना. अच्छा चलो ठीक है. Let me draw some graphs for you guys. FPR, so the range of FPR is from 0 to 1, obviously. It cannot exceed and 0 to 1. So whatever may be the curve, it has to be somewhere over here. Okay, so model 1 and model 2. Which model do you think is more, or which model do you think is a better one? Probably one or the second one?
Sir, one.
Let me call out. Okay, so one. Okay. So who is Sushant? Sushant. मैंने किसका नाम अब तक नहीं लिया, and he would like to answer. Pranav, would you like to attempt? Which one is better, one or two? And if one, then why one? If two, then why two? Do you hear me? So Pranav says second model is better since it has more area. Okay. So he has written it on the chat. Pranav, can you unmute and talk if that is possible from your side? Okay, so I can see one more person जिसका नाम मैंने अब तक नहीं लिया था. Amol, Purkar Amol.
Yes, sir.
Yes, so बताइए which one is better, one or two? कौन सा सही लगता है ज़्यादा?
First one, sir.
First one?
Yes,
Why?
sir.
क्यों ऐसा supporting statement? Why do you support one over two? Area under the curve तो two में ज़्यादा होगा.
Sir, TPR and APR increase constant.
क्या समझा नहीं, फिर से can you repeat it?
TPR and APR increase constant.
Hello. Okay, ठीक है. So उसकी आवाज ब्रेक हो रही है. बहुत दिनों बाद ही नाम देख रहा हूँ. Can you talk something on one or two, model one or two? Rahul? Just joined but not attending. Anyone else जो unmute करके voluntarily बोलना चाहेगा? So I want a very good answer.
Sir, model second because of it's covered more area. Hello, I'm audible, sir.
Model second because it covers more areas. And yes, you are
Yes,
audible.
yes, sir. But it's not possible in real life, sir.
Hello.
You would okay. So Shubham and Kalpesh, yes, I will say that model 2, good. I will support model.
Sir.
Okay, so problem with model 2 is that model 2 is too ideal. It is ideal. Okay, so in real life, getting model 2 may not be that easy. Okay, so I will support model 1. I think ये part हमने class में discuss भी किया हुआ. So the better answer is model 1 because in model 2, when you move in on this line, when you travel on this line, your FPR is constant. FPR is constant, and you are able to increase TPR, which probably may not be possible in real life. If you are increasing the TPR, then FPR should also change. Okay, FPR should also change. So Siddharth says model 1 is good because it is not possible that second model is kind of Ramraj as told in the earlier class. Okay, so Siddharth is using my word. Okay, so yes, Siddharth, what you are saying is actually right, but don't use that word Ramraj when you are going in your actual interview. So if this type of thing comes, tell him that it is too good to be true because the FPR is constant and you're still able to increase the TPR. Okay, so that was a revision. Now let's come back to this thing and try building a logistic regression model. Okay, so let's try building a logistic regression. I will take one example, logistic regression on starting तो सी से कर लेते हैं on our CR data set. Okay, so guys, do you have this code for data cleaning and sampling?
So I have it, but but it's all in a different order. Can you paste your code on the screen? I have the code, but it's all in different order. Can you paste your code in screen?
You want me to paste? Okay, so I'm pasting some part. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm reading the file. So again, I'm saying it may not be the full code. Please check Elena. So everyone, please have a look. So I'm reading the file. I'm dropping the loan ID column. Then I'm handling the nulls, and then I'm converting this thing to numbers. Okay, and then you view your data, and if any column is left which has not been converted, please convert it. Okay, class. So everyone, please run your code till sampling. Create your CR train and CR test and confirm on the chat window. I'll wait for the confirmation from the others. Okay. So this data set you already know. We have already taken it in our, we have done our data cleaning separately. Do your data cleaning, do your sampling. I will directly take the model building part. I'll wait till people confirm that they have done it. Anything which is not clear in data cleaning, let me know. We can discuss it. सब लोग others please start putting the confirmation on the chat window. Yes, done, whatever. Okay, let's move ahead. जो मना है, but एक message तो डालो जिससे मुझे पता चले people have done it. Done. Okay. So one person has confirmed.
So can you show the sampling code in your screen?
I can show, but why do you want to see sampling part is same now? The way we have been doing. This is the sampling part. Focus over there. So you can comment out this line. This is just for explanation purpose.
Yes, sir, done. I just wanted to see the names of the thing, what you added a value, like CR train and CR test.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough. So 3, 4 people have confirmed. I'll wait for 1 or 2 more.
Done, sir.
Okay, so I think people have done it. Now let's go ahead and build that. So the model building part is almost same the way we have done earlier. So How did we build a linear regression? हमने linear कैसे build किया? Building
Sir, you are not audible.
I'm not audible.
Now audible.
Voice is breaking up, sir. Voice breaking.
Okay. See. So basically, I'm drawing a parallel between this thing. How did I build a linear and how did I build a logistic? So for linear, I'd use LM. For logistic, I'll use GLM. And then first of all, you give your target variable. So what was your target variable? Your target variable was your loan status. So I'll give loan status. Then you give tilde sign dot and data is equal to CR underscore break. Okay. This is the part which you are already familiar. The same thing we have done in our similar thing pattern we have done in our this thing. But over here, what I'll do is I'll say family equal to binomial. So it would be something like this. So let me do one thing. Family equal to binomial. And store it in a variable model CR. So I missed a dot. So model has been created. And then you do summary model CR. And you get your summary. Okay. The summary is almost similar the way you get summary in your linear. So the most important variable seems to be credit history, followed by married. It has given married such a high importance, followed by married, then your loan. Guys, let me know. Are you getting the summary? Guys, done? Is everyone getting the summary? Anyone who is getting error or something? Bhupesh, Dhruv, Kalpesh, Pranav, Sushant, Siddharth. Yes, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, done.
Done,
ना
sir.
तो एक बार प्लीज बोल तो दो. Done. Okay, ठीक है. So I was thinking some people might get an error, but no one got an error. Fair enough, no problem. Error in eval family. Values must be either 0 or 1.
Sir, I am getting an error. Algorithm did not converge.
Did not converge. See, whoever is saying model did not converge. When you see this summary, do you see the summary? Summary आती है.
Okay, sir. 2 minutes.
So model did not converge may be warning. It may not be an error. Do you still get a summary? Okay. And Kalpesh and Pratmesh. तुम लोग का प्रॉब्लम पता है क्या? तुम लोगों ने एक चीज मिस कर दी है. See this in your R you will notice one thing. The R is directly based upon your theory. R की कोडिंग डायरेक्टली बेस्ड अपॉन थ्योरी. पाइथन इज डायनेमिक, बट R में वो चीज पॉसिबल नहीं है. सो सब लोग प्लीज यहाँ पे ध्यान से एक मेरी बात को सुनो. लीव व्हाटएवर यू आर डूइंग इन पाइथन. इफ योर target variable contains, if your target variable is 1 comma 2, if your target variable contains 1 comma 2, or it contains any other thing, if it contains 7 comma 8, or if it contains 7 comma 8, then also you can build your logistic regression. But in R, when you are building your logistic regression, your target variable has to be only 0 and 1. It has to be only 0 and 1. अब जिन लोग को ये error आ रहा है, so for example, Dhruv, Prathamesh and Kalpesh, तुम लोगों ने क्या किया है? If I use the exact, you guys are lazy. Lazy as in तुमने ये चीज नहीं करी है. Can you notice? For loan status, I have used my mutate function and I have marked it 0 and 1. तुम लोगों ने क्या करा है? For loan status also, you have used as dot factor as dot numeric. So when you use as dot factor as dot numeric, it is converting it into 1 and 2 and not into 0 and 1. ठीक है? तुम लोग यहाँ पे आके ये वाली लाइन पे चेंज करो और प्रीवियस लाइन को कमेंट करो. Your target variable has to be either 0 and 1. It cannot be 1 or 2 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. That is possible in Python, but that is not possible in R. Are you getting my point, Shreyas? So the count is growing. ये सब lazy लोग हैं. ठीक है? So you have marked it as 1 and 2 and not as 0 and 1. Comment out that line and introduce this line.
So I got a very stupid question.
Yes, tell me.
It says could not find function mutate.
Library deployer.
Okay, sorry, thank you. Done, so thank you.
Okay. What about others, guys? जिन लोग को ये error आ रहा था? Shresh,
Done, sir.
Prathamesh, Kalpesh. Done?
Yes, sir. Done, sir.
Okay, ठीक है. Let's move ahead. Okay. So please याद रखना, next time when you're building your model, logistic regression, your values, your target variable should be either 0 or 1. ठीक है, उसके अलावा काम नहीं बनेगा. So summary models here. Okay. So if you want, you can see your summary. So obviously, since it is a logistic regression, so you will not have your R square, adjusted R square, but yes, you have other features also. You have your intercept, you have your beta naught, beta 1, beta 2. So logistic regression also is a kind of regression model. You have your beta naughts and beta 1s, so which is okay, and then you have your this thing. Okay, but the best way to evaluate matrix, but before building a matrix, let's do a prediction.
Sir, your voice keeps cutting.
Now, this is where
So we can't hear you.
Your voice keeps cutting, sir.
So for prediction, what I'll do is I'll use model CR. So guys, give me 1 minute. I'll change the net connection. Okay, so I have changed the net connection. I hope that earlier net fluctuation issue would be addressed some issue. Okay, अभी आवाज सही आ रही है?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's try to do our prediction. Now, this is where you will have a little issue. So, हमने prediction, so predict. So the way you do prediction is same. Okay. Now, if you notice, these are the predictions. Okay. Is everyone getting the value something like this? So are you getting prediction like this? So can someone tell me what are these predictions? What are these predicted values? So see, if you notice the predicted values, the prediction is not in 0 and 1. So in Python, you are getting the prediction either in 0 or in 1. But over here, prediction is neither in 0 nor in 1. And it is not even in probabilities, because probabilities can never be negative. So these are your values which you are having on your x-axis and y-axis. Okay. So what I'll do is I will say, I'll add another variable and I'll say type equal to response. Let's see. Type equal to response. Now you get your prediction in probabilities. Now you get prediction in probabilities. So if you notice, all the values would be within your 0 and 1. Guys, values are Bhupesh, Dhruv, Kalpesh, Pranav.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Now, if you remember in Python, then there was an option of predict underscore proba. And in Python, it used to give the probabilities, 2 probabilities. So let me say if it was 0.1, then comma 0.9, or if it was something like this. Let me say 0.7, then comma 0.3. Okay. So over here, what it has done, so this was in Python. But over here, what is happening? These values are the values of P. P as in probability for class 1. So if 0.83 is the probability of class 1, then 1 minus 0.83 would be probability of class 0. So it is directly working as your theory. Okay. So you can directly connect your theory and you can directly connect your coding. So for example, class 1. So record number 1 would be finally belonging to class 1. Record 2 also, 3 also, 4 also. But let me say record number 63. Record number 63 belongs to class 0. Record number 63 belongs to class 0. So what we will do is, these are prediction and probabilities, but to create confusion matrix, what we will do is, we will convert values less than 0.5 as 0 and more than or equal to 0.5 as 1. ठीक है. So हम लोग ये करेंगे. So let's do one thing. So what I'll do is I'll say pt dot, not pt, sorry, my mistake, data dot frame. Okay. Data dot frame, and what I'll do is I'll say predict CR, and then what I'll do is I'll say CR test. So CR test, and I'll say dollar. Loan status, and let's get a data frame predicted actual. Okay, so data frame. Okay. Now, if you see this, view this predicted and actual. You will notice it contains your predicted values and your actual values. Predicted values and actual values. Okay, so if you notice, guys, the name of the column is CR test loan status or whatever. So let's change the name of this column. So what I'll do is, I already know, so I'll say call names, this, and one, let me give a name, actual. So iska naam hum actual kar dete hain. Okay, actual. And then now what I'll do is, I'll use this thing, mutate function. Mutate function को यहाँ पे use करते हैं, और I'll say predict actual, and let's see, let's do one. Let me name the second column also. So predict actual. So I'll say predicted red classes if else spread is greater than or equal to 0.5, mark it as 1, else mark it as 0. Okay, so now you view a predicted and actual. So you have your actual and predicted. Actual and predicted classes. Now what I'll do is, I'll create my confusion matrix. Table. First of all, I'll say predicted and actual. So predicted and actual is the name of my data frame. Table. Dollar actual predicted classes. And your confusion matrix is created. Everyone, please have a look and let me know if anything is not clear. But anyway, I will explain it once and then you focus on the code. So see, सब लोग please यहाँ पे ध्यान से देखो, stop whatever you are doing. So what I've done, I have at line number 536, I have done the prediction, and this time prediction is in probabilities. Then what I'm doing at line number 540, I've created a data frame. And in this data frame, I'm passing two things, CR test loan status, which is acting as my actual, and this predicted CR, which is acting as my predicted, but prediction is in probabilities. Then what I'm doing, I'm renaming the column. पहले column को actual rename कर दिया, second column को predicted, right? Then at line number 546, I'm adding a new column. The name of the new column is predicted classes. If predicted value is greater than or equal to 0.5, I'm marking as 1. Otherwise, I'm marking as 0. Fair enough. Then what I'm doing to build the confusion matrix, you know, you need to pass two things, actual comma predicted. बस actual comma predicted pass कर दिया. ठीक है? So very simple. I'll go on mute for some time, guys. Please build your confusion matrix and paste your confusion matrix on the chat window. Okay, guys. So Shreyas has shared the confusion matrix. Okay. What about others, guys? Please share your confusion matrix. So now, see, basically, whatever you can do or whatever is being done in Python or taught in Python, obviously it can be done in R. But now it is your choice. So somewhere there are some good things in R. So for example, that summary function on the model when you run it. But then when you need to create this thing, confusion matrix, it is little 2-point step. But one good thing in R is it is directly mapped to your theory. So you cannot have target variable as 1 and 2. It has to be 0 and 1. So some people might think it as a good point. Some might be thinking it as a not a very good point. So that depends. So in Python, when you do prediction probabilities, it gives you the probabilities for both the classes. Over here, it gives only for the first class. It gives only the p value. And 1 minus p gives you the q. So now, depending upon person to person, so some people may like that idea, some people may not like that idea. But this is how the software has been designed. So we cannot do anything, right? So I'm getting some answers from Shreyash, Shubham, Kalpesh, Pratmesh, Dhruv. Okay, fair enough. So क्या लग रहा है guys? तुम लोग का personal feel क्या है? R is better, Python is better.
Python is better, sir.
Python better. When it comes to creating the model, Python better, R better.
Python,
R में क्या चीज? So okay, ठीक है, fair enough. So R में क्या चीज अच्छी नहीं लग रही? मतलब what do you think could have been done better in R so that the answer might change कि हाँ लोगों को R अच्छी लगी.
There are more shortcuts in Python. R is too long.
That I definitely agree. Python is more powerful, comes with many more shortcuts. Yeah, that is a good point. I know. And somewhere after working in Python, if you come to R, probably you will feel कि हाँ यार थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा करना पड़ रहा है. ठीक है, but fair enough. But remember one thing, whether it's R, Python, or any other software, the confusion matrix and all those things, the concept-wise, everything is same. Okay, na? So let me say tab 1 and store this value in tab 1. And then if you want, you can print your tab 1. Anyone who is getting any error, not able to get the confusion matrix, or it is not clear how we build the confusion matrix, please highlight it. We can discuss it. So Siddharth has also got it. Okay. So tab 1, let's at least find the accuracy. So for finding the accuracy, what do? We divide the sum of diagonals. So sum of diagonal tab 1 divided by total sum multiplied by 100, and you have your answer in percentage. Okay. So what is DIAG? DIAG is the function to get the diagonal elements. So sum of diagonal into 100 divided by total sum, you get your this thing. So, and if you want, you can do the breakup also. So सिर्फ इतना रन करके देख लो ये क्या आता है. So 38 plus 131, so 169. इसका आंसर 169 होना चाहिए. ठीक है. And if you do the sum of tab, then it means you are adding all these 4 numbers. Right. 207. Okay.
So I'm getting 82.44.
Okay, fair. So you are getting 82.44. Okay, fair enough. So I am getting 81.64, which is fair enough. No issue over there. So because of random sampling, the accuracies can be 1 or 2 point more or less. Okay. So as of now, we will find only this thing, and then later on, I will tell you one more. I'll introduce one library, or you can say, I'll not say library, but package, from where we can find a precision, recall, and other things also. Okay. So, but if you want, you can do your manual calculations to find a precision and recall. But later on, I'll introduce one library, one package that is of Caret, which will find all these things. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's install. So you guys need to install one package. Install.packages. And कौन सा package install करोगे? Rows. Capital rows. And library rows. This is again another challenge in R. For everything, एक नया package लगता. Okay. But this is a very small package. You should be able to install it in library query.
So,
Tell me.
the hyphen and the arrow and the equal to sign are interchangeable.
This and this are interchangeable.
Yes, sir. Are they?
Yes, they both are same.
Okay.
This was the first thing which we discussed in R.
I know. Yeah. The package downloaded.
Okay, so package downloaded. So basically, if you run your library rows and if you do not get error message, it means installation has gone fine. Okay. Okay, so this package I'm gonna use to build the AUROC plot. AUROC plot के लिए use करेंगे. What about others? सबने हो गया सबका?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So from this package, and so can you notice? So yesterday, so some people were saying ki select if it's not working. Then I gave them one thing that how to check which all functions are there in a package. So ROC curve. So ROC curve is a function which I'm going to use. So what I'm doing is I'm going to say ROC curve. Now, one thing is good that the input taken by this curve, input taken by this function, and input taken by ROC curve in Python. जो input ले रहे हैं वो दोनों same ले रहे हैं. So the way they take the input is same. So ROC curve. So basically what I'll do is I'll give this thing prediction in probability. So where is my prediction in probabilities? So prediction in probabilities, I think predict actual is the name of my data frame, and prediction in probabilities would be your dollar predict, and then it will take the prediction. It will take your actual values also. Dollar actual. So अगर मैंने सही दिया है सब कुछ सही है, then I should be getting the error in ROC curve. Responses have two levels. Responses have two levels. So this has 0, 1, 0, 1. This has क्या issue है? Error in ROC curve. This responses have two levels. So this is this. ये ऐसा तो नहीं है. इसको कट करके यहाँ डाल दें. Now, let's go. Let me give some margin to it. Okay, so you get your ROC curve. You get your ROC curve, and over here you get the area under the curve value also. So FPR and TPR. So this is how your curve looks like. So curve comes pretty decent. Curve comes pretty decent in R also. But only thing is, you now you need to remember कि हाँ भाई हमने rows package install किया था. And the another issue with R you will face is, I have used R, but R and Python are open community. So for example, in Python, most of the things were coming from sklearn and everyone used the sklearn. But over here, what the issue you will see is, and that's what I'm telling from my practical experience, is that I am using R, another person may use another package. So the number of packages in R are thousands. Okay, so many packages are there for a same thing. So I am using rows package, someone may use some caret package, someone may use some another package. And that is where the confusion starts to creep in. That you are habitual to use this, someone is using something another. But in Python, probably that type of thing is very much less. So everything is there in sklearn, scikit-learn, or NLTK. And people are using the very same thing. So commonality is there in Python, which is less in R. So, okay, so what I'm doing, first of all, I'm passing my actual and I'm passing my predicted. So predicted values will depend upon your actual values. So you have TPR on your y-axis. Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, done.
Okay, done. And I hope everyone is getting a decent type of ROC curve, and no one is getting an ideal curve. Huh?
Yes, yes.
Okay, fair enough. So that is how your logistic regression is being done, guys. So the logistic regression part is done, and now what next should we do? Okay, take your some few break for some time, and after break, let's see what next can be covered. Take some 20 minutes break. Let's meet around 20 or 12:10 around, and then we will see what else can be. So if you want, we can cover our decision tree also, or if you want, we can cover our some another models also. No? So guys, I'll go on mute. Let's meet around 12:20. Take half an hour break. Okay, guys. So I'm back from the break, and I hope others are also back. Please confirm if I'm audible, guys.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's do one thing. So since we have already built our logistic regression, let's try building our decision tree as well. So let's try building a decision tree. Okay. So data cleaning, sampling is already done. I'll quickly tell you how to build your decision tree. So for decision tree, what you need to do is, again, for decision tree, again, you have to install one package. You have to library one package. This is one little extra effort which you need to take in R. Okay. So what you need to do is you need to install dot packages. Name of the package is interesting party, and then you library party. Okay, so I will not install because in my case it is already installed, and I'll only library it, but you guys do both the things. Let me know once you have done it.
Done.
Done, sir. Yes, sir. Done.
Okay. Now, after this party, then the things are almost same. So you need to say C tree. So C tree is the name of the function. So this is the name of the function which you wish to use it. And then rest everything will remain same. So what I'll do is I'll say blown status data is equal to this much. And let me say model DT and on CR data. Let me say. So if I've done everything correct, then model should be getting created. Model get created. If you want to do the prediction, let me say predict DT CR. Do the prediction. And then you say, it's my mistake. Predict. And then it says CR test. Okay. So let's see, this is the prediction. So prediction is again in probabilities. Okay. Prediction is in probabilities, or is it something? Okay. Guys, build your confusion matrix and share it and share the confusion matrix. Okay, so from here onwards, build your confusion matrix, whatever, and do it. Okay. Okay, so I am getting answers in zeros and ones. So what I'll do is I'll say tab CRTE and you build your table. Table में क्या क्या करेंगे? Table में I want actual values, so actual values will come from here. This is how my confusion matters. Guys, are you getting confusion matrix? सारी सबकी? Okay, so Shreyas has got only Shreyas has got. What about this? Take your time and let me know.
So is my confusion matrix right?
Pardon? What you're saying?
Is my confusion matrix right?
Okay. What is this 0.30 point? See, I know what issue people are getting, but I am purposefully not addressing that issue. And so I want people to make some mistake and notice few things, and then probably I'll give the corrective measure.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so see, you guys, basically, yeah, so I know. So see, when I did the prediction, so those who are getting not a very good confusion matrix or problematic confusion matrix, आपने predicted values को देखा क्या? In my case, the predicted values are in zeros and ones. What about in your case? Are they in zeros and one? If
No,
predicted values are not in zeros and one, if they are in decimals, then you cannot create confusion matrix, because confusion matrix is created only when you have output in categories. Okay. अब हो क्या रहा है? The issue over here is this one single line. This one single line. So if I say CR loan status, when I say CR loan status, so loan status is 0 and 1, fair enough. But software as in this case, R does not takes it in categories. I know that it is 0 and 1. It cannot take any other value apart from 0 and 1. But software को नहीं पता, तो वो क्या कर रहा है? It is taking as a numeric and continuous number. This is the issue in R, you can say. at least after coming from your Python background, you will think, okay, yeah, the software should have automatically understood that since I am building the decision tree, the output, the target variable has to be in categories. Okay, fair enough. So that is what your understanding is. But R is expecting you to run this line as dot factor. Don't run as dot numeric. So as dot factor tells that it is your categories. So ye wali line ko add karo and then again do your sampling. Okay. So mark this as mandatory. Okay. Mark this as mandatory. Before you are building your decision tree or random forest or so in logistic regression, it's not necessary. Why? Because it is a regression thing. So over here, it says 0 and 1. You know that these 0 and 1 are categories, but for software to understand, you need to say as dot factor. Trust me, guys, you add this line, run your sample, and directly come again and run these 3 lines. And probably you will get a proper confusion matrix. Your predictions would be there in probability. They would not be there in probabilities, but they would be in classes. Okay. Sabko samajh mein aaya? Dhruv, I hope your doubt will also vanish with this thing.
Is it right now? I pasted it.
No. This is not proper. So see, basically, before you go ahead and build the confusion matrix, at least see your predicted values. Na? Your predicted value should be in 0 and 1. Are they? If predicted values are not in 0 and 1, then obviously your confusion matrix would be funny kind of thing. Pehle predicted values ko dekho, are they in 0 and 1? If the answer is yes, actual values are already in 0 and 1, so you'll get a decent confusion matrix. Otherwise,
no, they are not in 0 and 1.
They are not in 0 and 1. है ना? So pehle check to kar lo. So that's what I'm saying. Again, focus over here. I'm saying add this line number 525. Convert it into factor. Factor mein convert karo and then again run your sampling. So that the same, when you convert your loan status into factor and again you do your sampling. So loan status in your trained data and test data, both of them would be factor. Okay. So add line number 525 and run your sampling part. And directly come over here, build your model, do the prediction, and all those things. Take some time and let me know. Got it, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fair enough. Now, let's do few more things. Let's try to see let's try to see some kind of hyperparameters tuning. Okay. So I can give a question mark over here, C3. So you will get some controls. Okay. So controls equal to C3 control. So let me do one thing. Controls equal to C3 control, and then if I want, I can give something like this. Let me say minimum sample split, minimum split equal to, let me say 200. And again, I can build my model. So I hope people remember what is minimum sample split. So the same thing. So controls now, this is little bit the way you write the hyperparameters in R is little longer. So controls equal to C3 control, minimum split equal to 200. So this will equal to your minimum sample split. So after every 200 records only, after every 200, at every split, it should have 200 this thing records. So if I increase this thing, let's do one. Suppose karo, I increase it to 800. Let's see. Okay. Now, do you notice since I have increased the minimum split to 800 and number of records in my train data may be somewhere around 800 to 900. So the model has just failed. It has just failed. Now, suppose if I reduce this thing. So, जैसे जैसे reduce करेंगे, the performance of the model probably will increase. Okay, it is increasing. You know? So based upon that, whatever value. So for example, if I give 50, let's see what happens. Will it improve further? I don't think so. So beyond a point, it may not improve. Okay. So if you want to control this thing. Okay, so I hope people have done it. And then if you want, you can read your documentation to see how to control more parameters. But one good thing over here is you can use your plot and directly build it. It directly builds your tree. So model this thing, sample spread. Okay, so it is just a very binary tree here. Zoom it. Okay. Okay, सबका plot आ रहा है guys?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the plot over here is very simple, you know? So it is just building a very simple kind of simple tree. Let me just reduce it. I want the tree to be a little bigger, but somewhere it is creating a very small tree. Let's get rid of it. And then let's build it. Oh, it is still very simple. Okay, let's do one thing. So I will tell you one more package which can be used to build your model. Okay. And so some people may use that also. It is widely used in industry, these two packages. It is your R part. So install.packages, R part. And then if you want, you can library it also. Library, R part. So I'll directly go for library because in my case, it is already installed. Install guys, installation हो गया सबका. It's a small package, फटाफट install हो जाना चाहिए.
Done, sir.
Done. Okay.
Yes.
So after you have installed R part, also install one more package. Install.packages, and you install this package. I'll tell you. R part. आता नहीं, autofill नहीं हो रहा. R part dot plot. हाँ, autofill आया. R part dot plot and library. So okay, library it and install it. Okay, so again, it's a small package, but once you have installed it, then the things are very simple. Let me say model R part, and I am creating on CR dataset. So the name of the function and the name of your package are same. That is one good thing which they have done. And then the way you build your model is still same. So let me just take this much part. Okay, so your model has been built. And if you want, you can do the prediction R part CR. Use the predict function. Use your model for building it. And pass your CR underscore test data. Prediction done. Let's see, are the predictions 0 than 1? Predictions are not in 0 than 1. Prediction are in probabilities. Okay. उसके आगे लिख दो prediction in props. Okay. So, but I want prediction, let me say, in classes. Guys, everyone, please have a look over here. So over here, what we are doing, we are getting prediction and probabilities. Okay. So using these probabilities, we can get the final outcome. So wherever the probability would be high, it would be taken as, based upon that, I will take it as a final class. But let's try if we can get the prediction in classes. So I'm just saying, let me say prediction classes में क्या possible है? It should be type equal to classes. So at least it will give me some error message. So it says type should be either vector, probability, classes, or matrix. So class. So when not sure, induce the error so that you get a right message. Now, so when I say type equal to class, it gives me the prediction in probabilities. And once I have the prediction probabilities, or once I have prediction in classes, I can quickly create my confusion matrix. So let me say table function, and for table, I'll use this, and I'll use CR test dollar. Loan status. So you get here this thing. Okay. Now, one good thing which you can do over here is you can use this for your feature importance also. ऐसा करो, dollar करो, and variable importance. So it tells you which feature is how much important. Okay. So credit history, co-applicant income, loan amount, applicant income, loan amount, term, and married. So higher the value, more important or more significant is the feature. More significant is the feature. So basically it is considering only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is ignoring all the others. Okay. And so I hope everyone has done till this point. And if you want, you can control the parameters also. So while building the model, if you want to change some kind of hyperparameter, so you can say something like this. You can say control equal to R part dot control. Control equal to R part dot control, and then whatever you want to give. Let me say you want to say minimum split equal to 100. So the tree would be at every okay. And then if you want, you can do your prediction or whatever. Okay, and if you want, you can plot this also. So for plotting, what I'll do is I'll use this R part plot. So this is to plot the tree. Plot the tree which you have created. Let's plot it. Let's do one thing. Suppose if I remove this control, and I just build a raw model, let me say, and I plot it. Now comes a little bigger tree. Guys, are you getting this tree? This kind of tree? And can someone explain this tree to me? Okay, let me do one thing. Let me take a snippet of it. Okay. Can someone please read this tree? So how to read the tree, I have already told you when we created a tree in Python. And the way you read the tree is same. देखें किसको याद है? How to interpret the tree. And let's say, if you get this type of plot, not only, so forget about what you explain to others. क्या खुद समझ में कुछ आता है? और अगर आता है तो क्या आता है? How do you make the meaning out of this diagram? So software has done everything. Now, probably you have to use your thought process. इसको कैसे पढ़ना है और कैसे समझना है? Any lucky person who would like to attempt? Shubham, would you like to give a try? Athe?
Sorry, sir, I am not prepared.
No? Okay. चलो कोई बात नहीं. Bhupesh, would you?
We will split our hello, am I audible?
Yeah. You are audible. Please.
Yes sir, first of all we apply a condition like credit history is equal to 0, and we will divide our 100% data into two category, yes and no.
Okay.
And in yes, we apply second condition where applicant income is less than 1937. Then we again it is split it in two category, and that's all, sir.
Okay.
You can use.
Okay. ठीक है. Fair enough. So he did not explain end to end, but whatever he explained was right. So probably I think जहाँ से confusion चालू हुआ वहाँ पे वो रुक गया. But whatever he explained, उसमें तो कोई गलती नहीं थी. Anyone else who would continue and take it till the end? Kalpesh? Would you like to give a try?
So, I'm also not getting the front part, the upcoming part.
अच्छा चलो, मेरा क्या कहते हैं फेवरेट कैंडिडेट ध्रुव, तुम बताओ.
So first, you go in yes or no of credit history.
Okay.
And then for applicant income, you again go for yes or no. So for applicant income, the second part is 24%. And then you move on to loan amount. And it reduces to 22%. And then you move on to co-applicant income, and it further reduces to 5%. The no reduces. And then it all just keeps reducing the probability.
Okay, ठीक है, guys. Whatever you guys are saying, I can't say that it's wrong, but then I can't say that people have done it in a very proper manner. So not only how you explain, but what you understand is also what meaning it gives to you is also required. See, remember one thing, I have already told you that decision trees are from top to bottom. Yeah. So I was expecting some kind of technical terminologies also. So you read a tree from top to bottom. Okay. And this is your first node, or you can say this is your root node. And all these are your terminal nodes. All these are your terminal nodes. So terminal node as in whether your tree terminates or where you are making a decision. Okay. So at the starting, you are checking the credit history. Credit history 0. So if the credit history is 0, if that condition is yes, so if it is true, then you come on. So let me say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and I. So first of all, you are checking credit history 0. Okay. So if credit history is 0, then you are coming to B. So 24% of the people. So credit history equal to 0. So this is 100%, and then you have 24 and 76. So 24% of the people move over here, and 76% people move over here. Okay. And then at point number B, you are checking. At point number B, you are checking if your applicant income is less than or equal to 1937. If the condition is true, you come to column, you come to E. Okay. So for E, what would be the scenario? So for E, what would be the scenario? It would be if a person whose credit history is 0 and whose applicant income is less than 1937, then you are rejecting his loan. 0.06, or you can say there are 6% of the people, 2%, 0.06. Okay, so you are rejecting the loan. So for point number F, so to come to point number F, if the credit history, so to come to point number F, first of all, you need to come at point number B and then point number C. So if your credit history is less, if credit history is 0 and applicant income is less, you need to come to point number, my mistake. To come to point number A, you need to go from point A to B and then from B to C. So if your credit history is 0 and applicant income is greater than 1937 and loan amount is greater than or equal to 104, then the final outcome is your 0. The final outcome is your 0. Okay. So the same thing continues. So for point number I, at root number I, if your credit history is not 0, which means your credit history is 1, then you come to this part.
Directly.
And there are Yes, tell me.
So can you please repeat that, how we get F point?
How we get?
F point.
So for coming to point F, you need to come to this point now. You will start with A, you will come to B, then you will come to C, and then you will come to F. Okay, so first, okay, so if your credit history is 0, if your applicant income is greater than 1937, and if your loan amount is greater than 10104, so then final outcome is 0. Okay, final outcome is 0, and there are 16% of the records which satisfy these conditions. Okay, and I'm little not sure what is this 0.27. Okay, na? So 0.27, 0.32, 0.75. So probably it is the ratio of the records. Hai na?
Yes.
Could it be the probability?
No, it could not be the probability. It would not be the probability. See, basically, if add all these three numbers, this, and this, 76, 2, 3, 16, and 2. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 7, 8. So somewhere around, so it will go around your approximately your 100%. You know? So it will go to your 100%. So what is this 0.73? This 0.73 is 1 and 0.73. So I think number of records which are belonging to class 1. Okay, so this 0.73 or this 0.27. So let me do one thing. According to me, I think this number relates. So for example, what is this decimal point? It is indicating the ratio of class 1. It is indicating the ratio of class 1. So, and again, this is ratio of class 1. Okay, it is indicating the ratio of class 1. And this is again indicating the ratio of class 1. So, since the overall chance, and this is indicating the ratio of or percentage of class 1. Okay, and this part, which I'm marking red, this is the final outcome. Final outcome. This is again also final outcome. Okay. Okay. So, okay, guys. So, you already have many data sets which I have shared while we were doing our exercises in Python. Try building your model. Try building your decision tree model on CTG data and on your churn data. Okay, so just for your practice. Okay, and so while taking the classes from last 2 days, I have realized that guys, तुम लोग का mock के लिए तुम लोग थोड़ा prepare करो, है ना? Because I don't know whether I ask tough question or how the people are asking in the mock, but मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि mock के लिए तुम लोग को थोड़ी सी preparation और करनी चाहिए, because few people struggled in confusion matrix. None of them could explain how to read the decision tree. And though this has already been covered in length and depth when we were discussing our Python. तो कहीं ना कहीं थोड़ा सा चीजें दिखती है where some more brush up is needed, है ना. So please revise your theory, है ना. Revise your theory and try practicing building your model on CTD data and on your churn data using your C-tree function and using your R-part function. इतना please करो. And tomorrow when we'll meet, we will quickly do our random forest and we will do our k-means. Random forest, random forest, and then we will do our KNN. And probably अगर मन करेगा तो random forest, KNN and k-means. ठीक है ना? So we will quickly discuss the code. है ना? Theory part, please come prepared. Prepare करके आओ. We will not invest more than 5 minutes on the theory part, and we will quickly see how to invoke, how to build random forest, KNN and k-means in our R. Okay, and we will also, and one more thing, please try installing this package. So सब लोग please install करके लेके आना. That the name of the package is install.packages. Package का नाम भूल रहा हूँ मैं, क्या नाम है? Caret. What is the exact spelling of caret? C-A-R-E-T. C-A-R-E-T. This is a very big package, and some people might struggle in installation. So install it and library it. ये install करके लेके आना अपने घर के Wi-Fi पे. So it may take some time. ठीक है, installation may take some time. Okay. And then we will see some at least 4 to 5 algorithms quickly. ठीक है ना, फटाफट कर लेंगे सारी की coding. Okay, because theory part has not to be covered. We will quickly focus on the coding part. आज इंडिया का मैच है साउथ अफ्रीका का, से क्या लगता है इंडिया जीतेगा गाइस? हार जाएगा?
नो सर.
हैं?
नो सर.
जीतेगा?
They're too overconfident now. They'll lose.
They are overconfident. They'll lose. Okay. ठीक है, but I want at least थोड़ा सा जीत जाए तो अच्छा है.
जीत जाएगा.
अच्छा, चलो बढ़िया है.
जीतेगा तो पाकिस्तान को फायदा है.
नहीं सर, नहीं जीतेगा.
जीतेगा तो पाकिस्तान को फायदा, इसलिए जानबूझ के हारेगा. ये कोई लॉजिक कोई ना है.
जीतेगा.
चलो ठीक है, बढ़िया. चलो गाइस, है ना, प्लीज प्रैक्टिस ऑन दीज 2 डेटा सेट्स जो मैंने शेयर किए, जो मैंने बोले, है ना, एंड अपना थ्योरी पार्ट पढ़ते रहे. एंड टुमारो विल मीट एट 8:30. ठीक है गाइस, सो आई विल लीव द सेशन. थैंक यू फॉर ज्वाइनिंग.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
थैंक यू.